Good morning, everyone. Welcome to your third segment of social media. The class today is around different things to be able to make you um, search and do better. One of the things that I wanted to make sure that we did is a social media audit. You should be, once you start with using social media, you should do this probably once every 2 months, every month if you like. What is a social media audit? It's just going on to socials, going on to the World Wide Web, and checking to see if they can find you in my trajectory here at the association, I had a member whose name was the name of a basketball player, the same exact name. I'm not going to say because. And when we would do this social media audit, he would always say, there's no way for me to be able to catch up, get to the location of, a sports hero that's known around the world. So what I had to tell him is like, you're not going to change your name, correct? No. Um, then go with the flow and then watch what it is that that person hashtags or whatever and hashtag it too. Um, but to do that, most of us can just come into any website, right? And you just type, right? What you put your name on socials as, and you should show up. So when you do these, not only are you wanting to make sure you have your Google business, and if you don't have a Google business, you should consider having it. Um, to me, it's an essential. Google business is the place, just like a realtor.com profile, your realtor.com profile. How many of you have your realtor.com profile up to date or you've even gotten started? Okay. And then along with realtor.com, the only page that will follow you everywhere you go in real estate is your Google business. So to start a Google business page, if you haven't done so, right, we'll look at it right here. Um, and we'll get you a link here so you guys could get started. Okay. And to me, these are essentials. I'm sending them to you. I wish there was a way I could teach it. We've tried and attempted to see how we could and have never been very successful at it because it is a ever-changing, they decide. Now you can sign in or you can click start now and you would put your business name and your category, click next. Now, when I did this all these moons ago, over a decade ago, the only thing that they required was for you to respond to a postcard saying that yes, you were a business. Currently, currently, once you create it, they require you to do a video with the location on your cell phone up and showcase that you work at the place. So sometimes they'll tell you, where is the coffee area? Where is the lounge? Do you have a place to sit? Talk to someone. So you have to prove. So they've done it more and more. I think they're making it a little more difficult so that people actually showcase that they really are in business. So it is very important to set up your business profile. One of the first things that came up when I did my social media audit was my business page. Okay. I have 42 Google reviews, right? I have my address when I'm open, questions and answers. You could see my reviews. So this is another place for you to do what? Get reviews for yourself. So I think this is excellent. By the way, I never thought too much of this, and I was just awarded um, top ranking uh, real estate person in Miami Springs because of my location of my address. And to me, it just means more and more that we should do this, right? And it's not that I'm the best real estate person. It's just that I think I'm the one that interacts the most with Google. And I want to remind you that most map features, even on Waze, rely on what kind of map? Anyone? They use Google Maps. So having a Google business helps to start marking you. How do you make it so that they accept and they the number, the magic number for Google reviews is 25, 25 to 30 Google reviews. And some of you might think, oh my gosh, I have to do 30 transactions. No, every transaction, if you do a sale, you could get a Google review from the other agent. You could get a Google review from the one or two buyers, that's already three. You can get it from the lender. You can get it from the inspector, and that already gives you to five. I mean, yes. And then who's the closing? Who's doing the closing could be six. So one transaction can bring you that. Along with any colleagues or anyone that works with you, you can do it. I implore you to have your page to do this social media audit. I come in and I can see my Miami Realtors page. I can see my Facebook, my threads, my Instagram, right? And then videos. Okay. The audit, all I did was come into Google or whatever search engine you use, click in and put your name. So if you're using Ileana Hernandez Real Estate, Realtor, that's what you would search. And I come up, and of course, the highlight would be to show first. Now, how many of you have or feel that you have a common name? My name is not that incredibly common. Your business name is your brokerage. Well, you could decide to put your business name, Connie Nieto, real estate instructor, like I did, and then say, and you work at, and that's where you would put your brokerage. You could put the address to your brokerage. Because what happens if you change brokerage in the future? And statistically, uh, realtors change two to three times in their real estate life from brokerages. So you may want to make the business name yours. I would do that. Okay. Now going on, because I can't do that. I want to take a minute and also come into NAR's page and talk to you guys a little bit about it. So I'm gonna come back into Miami Realtors. It is 25 to 30 reviews on Google. That allows you to be captured and spotted and allows them to put you on the map. So if you look at me here, let me close these out because I already sent those to you. If you look at me here, I have a location, correct? And I have reviews, my location. So to start showing on the map here, you need to get that marking. So this is where you like? Okay. I'm going to come back to Miami Realtors and I'm going to log in. We're going to do a couple of things while we're logged in. You as members, you have access directly to the National Association of Realtors and your membership there. So I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to look for that Realtor R. And I'm going to click in it. Now, this is going to bring me to the NAR. If you have not created your login, you can come up to the top right where it says sign in, click to sign in, and create your login. You would click create your login, put your member ID or your last name, or you could find your member ID if you don't have it. If you do not have your member ID because this is not your Florida license number, I'm going to come back to the resource panel all the way to the top. And you see this profile area here? You guys see this profile area here? If you click, here is your NRDS number. That's the one that they're referring to. I'll leave it on screen a second for you guys. Everyone good so far? Alrighty, I'm gonna come back in and I'm gonna go ahead and sign in. I'm not a realtor, so I cannot have a realtor.com page, but I'm gonna show you in your membership where you could click to get it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and sign in. So if you're still creating your account, please take a minute so you can see. I'm gonna sign in and you can click on the top right once it says hi in your name and you go to my account. The program is just resource panel and the realtor. Any of you still stuck here? And remember that what I did was on the very top here to get your NRDS number, I clicked and this was the NRDS number if you guys don't know it. So to create your account, it's going to ask you for that. The first thing I want you to know is that you have a membership card. You can add that to your Apple Wallet. You can also download it to your Google Pay, and you can email or PDF it to yourself. So I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to do it. Now, why am I doing this? Well, I've heard recently, not here in South Florida, but in the Panhandle area, some places are asking you now to show this too, not just your business card. And the mindset behind that, the person told me was anybody could create a business card, Connie, but you can't just have your NAR membership. Now, I didn't think that could possibly be true, but they were using this as an additional backup. So when you go into a community, they ever ask you, you could have this in electronic format. Nothing to do with class, but just, a tidbit, a tip. Now, you'll see here your code of ethics, your fair housing, right? You'll see your join date, your member status, your type, I'm staff, right? Your association, your local, and your state. You can come and look for your profile. And under my profile, again, your card, your association information, your education. And I, of course, don't have any required code of ethics training, even though I provide it. Here you go. My membership benefits. And here under membership benefits, you have complete your C2EX assessment, take a financial wellness check, sign up for MVP program. So I'm going to click on that because I'm being curious. Member value plus. Okay, I'll go back. Oops, went too far back. My account, membership benefits. And then you can claim your .realtor, your .real estate, and then you can claim your free realtor.com profile. You click here on your realtor.com profile and you start to sign in, right? And create. Now, this portion I cannot do with you. They do have trainings here available, right? So support now available, free tools, right? But you should really be able to come into the profile area, click to sign in. Let me move my stuff so I can show you guys. Why create this? Let's say you want a place to be able to showcase what you've done with your business. It is an aggregator site that's available to you for free. It is the most widely used website for people searching for any type of real estate agent in the United States. If you decide to get a license or move from here and get your license in Georgia or California, this profile will follow you just like that Google business. You just change the location. So it starts to follow your trajectory. So let's say that you have a license here and you have one in Georgia and in North Carolina. Um, you move from here, you go to Georgia, you come active, leave this one inactive or however it is that they call it here. Um, and you go to Georgia and you start to work. So everything that you did here and everything that you do in Georgia, and let's say then you move to North Carolina and everything you do to North Carolina will start to be showcased. And when people talk about real estate, they will search for the agent on realtor.com. And one of the issues that realtors have is that you have a necessity to be wherever your customer may search. That could be Instagram, that could be Facebook, that could be TikTok, that could be LinkedIn, that could be realtor.com. And this is a free member benefit. Okay. It's up to you. You need me to repeat the NAR portion? I came into Miami Realtors, home, gateway. I looked for the R and I'm already signed in. So let me sign out so you could see. I'm going to click sign in and you need to create your account. I hope I answered your questions. Okay, if you cannot sign in to it, you need to go ahead and contact them, okay? So you could click here to learn more. Let me see if there's an 800 number to call. There's a membership guide here. Let me view it online and send you the page. So I'm gonna copy it here and paste it. All right. And then let me come back into the login here. All right, so I sent you that and the sign in, and you can create your account, create, and your ID. Most of you don't know that, so you could either find it by entering your last name or email, and it'll give it to you. So let me try. And I submit. And this is my NRDS number. So I will copy this and return. And now I can create my account number and ID. But I also showed you guys that you're so used to it. You could come into here, come to the very top, click, and this is your NRDS number. Okay? Same number. Now, let's get your frequently asked questions. You can email or call. So let me see. It's going to open my dial pad. Yeah, it didn't automatically give me, so you would have to click. So you could live chat with them if that would help you. And here's the phone number. Phone number, and you could click to live chat. Because one of you wanted to call, correct? Yes. And it may take you half an hour, but it's well worth it to be able to get it. Now I'm going to do my sign in, and I wanted to show you I signed in, click sign in. You guys want me to give you 5 minutes to do this? And I'll come back at 10 because you can sign in, and then I told you to come on the upper right to your account. So 5 minutes and come into membership benefits. So I showed you how to download your membership card, add it to your wallet or Google Pay, email it to yourself. You could see your education levels, and here you have your membership. And what I was telling you to do is claim your free realtor.com profile. 5 minutes done. Start at 10 again. Sounds good to me. No, it's okay. I rather you guys, this is as the person who teaches new member orientation, this is one of the most important things to do besides creating a website and having your socials. You should have this and a Google business. It's in, it's I know it's free, but it is the location where people most search. So you need to put in your photo. I just unfortunately can't give you a tutorial for that. So at least set it up so you can go back and fill it. And that's why someone said, I think I have it and I can't log in, all the more important to give you a phone number. So now it's only 3 minutes, 10. I'll be back at 10. So I'm showing here on screen how you can create your active, and there's a support center here. Now you can create, right? So realtor, real estate agent, or broker. Select your role, right? And then they have realtor.com pro professional here. I was searching for it. It is free. You do have a free profile. Now you can upgrade, and it's showing you here how to do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to take more time from my class, but I'm going to send you guys the instructions on how to do it. Okay. And they're right here. I just didn't know that they have these here. MLS name is Miami. Miami's your MLS. It might be Realtor of Miami or Miami Realtors. That I'm not sure. I don't think it's NAR free. I think it's free. And like everything, you have the possibility of upgrading, but you do want to be able to put. So I'll show you the reason why. Any of you know that realtor.com does a whole bunch of promotions, correct? So what you want to do is find an agent, and what you want is for people to come into here and to find the agent and enter the zip code or location or search by agent name and be able to find you. So I don't want you guys to think it's NAR free or it's this. Please review the video and if possible, create it. And it is worth 30 minutes of your time, according to me. If you don't want this, you don't have to do this. This is a choice. It's your business choice. But look, I'm going to come into here and type someone I know that I can search for. Okay. I just have gotten permission from him before, right? And you see him here. I can click. He's a broker, and here is his info. So I believe that he has what you get for free. Your info, his photo, contact details, if he's done any credentials, and the social media. Now notice that you can search for yourself there and click to edit profile. I'm not him. So this is another way to route yourself and it'll ask you to sign in. And that's how you can see if you have one. All of you should. Okay, so all I did was come to realtor.com and search for an agent. Okay. Alrighty, that's enough because the idea was just to tell you guys why it's important. So we started with social media audit. We've gone and talked about your Google business and your realtor.com profile, all choices for you to make. Okay. Next, I'm going to come into resources and I'm going to talk about RPR. How many of you have already taken or are using RPR? Alrighty. So to me, Realtor Property Resource is a subsidiary of the National Association of Realtor, and they have made a vast use of AI lately. But I want to first start by business ideas. How many of you would like to review? And I know I already gave you trade area report info, but how many of you would like insight on what you could do now with RPR to post? A video, a slide, detail. So I'm going to come into RPR, Realtor Property Resource. I, of course, am already logged in. If you have never logged into RPR, right, I'm going to sign out a second and show you how you could get your credentials. Should you? Yes, you pay for this through your NAR membership dollars. And to me, it is slowly becoming one of the most dynamic things that you need to have. So what you would come into is a page like this. While your clients don't have your info, there is an 800 number here, or you could click to live chat if you need additional assistance. I'll share that with you guys here. Okay. You would click to create account, same thing, last name, email address associated, and follow the wizard. I'm going to click to sign in. There is a mobile version of this. You can have it as an application on your phone. You can do more and more with it. So we're in a social media class. I've done the trade area report. I believe I sent you segmentation information, the tapestry segmentation of the US. I shared that. So now what do I want to come in and do? Realtor Property Resource allows you to do the following. I could do research and residential market trends in here. I'm leaving that on the screen in case one of you is taking notes, etc., for a couple seconds on purpose. Alrighty, we click residential market trends. What could I do here? All right, someone send me a zip code that you guys would like to work in. And then I'm going to ask you guys to mark your calendars for the from the 15th to the 20th of every month and share what I'm going to show you. All right, so I'm going to start 33068. And so if you've decided to play, I might ask you questions. Notice how it tells you Pompano Beach, so I select. Now, in Pompano Beach, I get single family condo townhouse apartment all together. What would you like to do, Carrie? So I could click down here and select. Oh no, but you need to pick one. Alrighty, so single family. I'm going to go ahead and apply it to all the charts. Now there is an enormous amount of charts here with statistics and data, right? But I'm going to come to the top because I want to focus on this. So the first thing I want to do is click to share. Notice that it's telling me it is still a seller's market in Pompano. There are 4.37 months of inventory. They're selling at 97.6% of the price that they list at. They are lasting 46 days. and the medium sold price is 432,000. Is this good info? Of course. This is statistics and data coming from NAR. Now I could click here to share, right? And if I knew for some reason that it wasn't Pompano or there was another name to it, I could change it here. I could also come in and put November 2025 trends. It's going to say single family home, and I can change it to have my detail. And I can use this for Facebook, X, LinkedIn, more. So I'm going to go ahead and do it with LinkedIn. Please note that I'm logged into LinkedIn, I think, on my computer. So I'm going to click to LinkedIn. And this is going to help us have something for LinkedIn. This is statistics and data, and we should be sharing it on a monthly basis in our coverage area. So I'm going to share it to LinkedIn. It created a pop-up I'm not sure that you're seeing. So let me just show you my entire screen. And what do you want to talk about? It's like, and then the call to action. And then you would put what? Call, right? Or contact me at, and you will put your phone number. But I'm an instructor and a hashtag. Okay. I wanted you to see all of that. And now I'm going to do what? Post. Now I want to view my post. And here I can see my post with my market trend. That was one solution, right? I could also come here, select more, click JPEG and download, right? And that download would be an image that then I can do what? I'm going to do it all again, but I'm going to finish this one first. Because now that I've caught your attention, you're going to do what? Watch. I'm not going to not repeat it. That's why I asked. But I want you to see. I downloaded it, right? I downloaded the image. And then it should let you do it. I'll try again from scratch. But let me finish so that you see. Because you're doing while I'm doing. So are you watching? Okay, so take a minute. Let's breathe. Let's do it. You've opted out of what? Oh, did you use Facebook or something else? Facebook has been doing updates. So if you notice, I did Instagram and now I downloaded the image. So please watch, okay? Yeah, Facebook has been doing updates. So please watch, okay? Because I downloaded the image that will get you to put it on Facebook, but in another way, right? Or Instagram. How many of you want to post for Instagram? All right. So I'm going to come into here and actually click create script. Okay. And this is where AI is working in combination with real-time good data, and you can create a market trend article. You can choose first your tone, professional, conversational, friendly, confident, encouraging, warm and reassuring, and direct and bold. Let me do warm and reassuring. I can choose my audience to be buyers, first-time home buyers, move-up buyers, buyers and sellers, luxury home sellers, downsizing, distressed, and investors. So I'm going to come and select buyers and sellers. I clicked on create script in the one before. I just said, and I promise you, I'm going to do the whole thing again. Please take a peek and watch. Got it? I'll do it all again. I just want you to see what it can do. And now I'm going to do a market trend article. And I'm going to select for it to generate. So if I wanted to blog or send a message, I could come and save this, copy the text, share by email, export to PDF, export to Word. What is it saying? It's telling me about Pompano Beach, the single family information, the month supply, and then it explains it. Known for its beautiful coastline, vibrant cultural scene, offers a relaxed yet lively environment and convenient access to major transportation routes and recreational hotspots. The market snapshot indicates a dynamic but balanced environment. How many of you like this? Do you have time to create this? Right? I'm going to X out from here. I'm not even going to save it because I want to show you what else it could do. Create script. And you can do a social media card. Professional, I'm going to do warm and reassuring. I'm going to do first-time home buyers and create a social media card. Select it and click to create. It asks you for your name, for your company, your email address, your phone number. You can choose your picture to update your company logo. You can select from backgrounds. Let me see if it has any other. It does. So maybe I like this one better. And I can choose to share with a caption. And I have this one, first-time buyers in Pompano with 98 active listings and a median price of $450K. It's a great time to dive in. I can choose additional ones. December 2025 brings 33 new listings to Pompano. Looking for a family home? I'm going to select this one and I'm going to click save and share. Okay, your social media has been saved. I want to go ahead and copy the caption and do a download. And now I've downloaded it to my computer. So I could come here to Facebook, to Instagram, wherever, and I'm going to show you Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, wherever I would like. Create, post, select from computer. Here it is. Oh no, that's not it. And then I've copied my caption. It is perfectly fitted. It has my contact details. Next, next, paste. It uses AI. It has now created a social media card for you, and you're ready to do what? Share. So I'm going to come to RPR again. I'm going to X out from everything and come from the home. From the home page, what I did, and I just showed you a tiny part. Came to research residential market trend, right? I'm going to do now 33418, which was Palm Beach Gardens. I select it. Now in Palm Beach Gardens, Should I do single family or condo? What would you guys like? I think it was Dillick. Did I say that right? I'm sorry if I didn't. Single family or condo? Yes. Which one would you like? I'm going to click on single family and apply it to the charts. You're welcome. 5.6 months of inventory selling at 94% of the listed price, 34 days on market, 1,000,002. And it's a balanced market. Now, there's a couple of things I could do. I could click to share and simply create this trend. And just an idea for you to personalize. And here is where you can select or click more. And you can click on LinkedIn, share to LinkedIn, because I'm showing you guys all of the process. Right. Remember last time I had done this is myself and I do what post. You would date for updates like this in your area, contact me. I'd love to give you details in your area. Give me a call at, and you would put your post. That was for LinkedIn. Look at the post. Look how great it looks. Once a month, you could showcase an area for yourself. I'm going to log out of that, X out from here. Now, additionally, I could come here and say, I want to do something different. And I'm going to click on create script. I'm not sure I understood to all social media. I've done it to LinkedIn. You've done it you share it to your social pages. I'm going to click to create scripts, right? And again, I can choose a tone here. I've already shown you market trend article, social media card, but there's more. So I could come into here and say, I want to do conversational, and it is to a seller, and I can have it create a PowerPoint presentation for me and generate content. Now, this isn't for socials, but I wanted you to see it since we were here and I had already done the social media card. So you can choose a sketch, estate, or skyline. So I'm going to use skyline and I'm going to download the PowerPoint so you guys can see it. How many of you like this, that you have access to do this and it's kind of easy? So I'm going to go ahead and open that up and I'm going to show it to you. So it creates this for you. How many of you like this? I don't know yet if I'm gonna post this class or not. It's the first time I've actually taught it with our PR. And we normally don't post our social media classes. Not that we don't want to, we just have had the information gets changed so quickly. But I did tell you guys I was considering editing these. I just have not had a minute. It is great. Do you like this? No, I'm not going to email it to you because if I did that, I would have to do that for all my classes forever. No, 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 I can't. But I think I am. One of the things I was considering, and I don't know if you guys would like, is taking this series, posting it unlisted, and just sharing it with those that came to class. but you have to give me a minute. Would that be okay? I'll tell you why in the chat. You cannot find this class on the YouTube. And this is the first time I teach this. This isn't to post on your socials. This was one more thing that you could do. So let me switch from here. And let me go back to Google so you guys can see. Okay. This one you don't wouldn't post to socials. This is me just showing you. Well, it's not my first RPR class. It's the first time I teach this in the social media class. Alrighty, so look, I'm gonna do a social video. And this one you can do a market buzz, how's the market or market intel. You can choose from these three templates. They're slowly creating more. I'm gonna go ahead and choose the market buzz and click to generate a video. I'll show you how to post this one. And here I'll show you how to post. You like this? Here's the video. You want to see it? Make sure you guys can hear the audio. Start it again so you hear it. Is you download the video, right? And I want to talk about this a lot. So I'm going to come back onto Google. You created a video, and this is going to make us segue to YouTube a little. But of course, you can come onto Instagram, right? And click to create, click to post, select from your computer. And here's my video with the trend, correct? Open. Next, next. Actually, let me go back and let me make sure next, next, and I'm going to put here. And I do what? Share. And now I'm ready to go. Is that the only place I'm putting this video? Absolutely not. Once I generate a video, I need to put it everywhere I possibly can. If you have TikTok, you put it on TikTok. I have YouTube. So let's use this video to segue just a little bit to YouTube. A YouTube channel. If you have already a Gmail, all you need to do to have a YouTube is log in. So you would come into youtube.com. Let me see if I can show you in a different browser. I don't think I've logged into YouTube here. And if I have, I'll sign out. So here's a YouTube channel, correct? I can click to sign in if I have it. and select any of my accounts or use another and just simply log in. Okay, now I'm going to switch back here to Google and I'm going to show you for YouTube. Why is it important to have a YouTube channel? Especially now. The Gen Z is that first generation of YouTube kids. And they're already coming of age and purchasing property. They search for everything on YouTube. YouTube, whether you like it or not, is linked into Google. So when you have a YouTube account, all of you should have one for business. What does it do? It allows you to have a playlist, to have info, to have videos and shorts. So this, you could simply come and click create, and you've already posted it on Instagram with shares to your Facebook, so perfect. So you come to upload a video, select it, select your MP4 video here, and you call it. Right? It was 33, I don't remember. 33418, right? Ready? And I'm gonna have it auto-generate. I want to select my playlist if you have one. I want to put it also in RPR. New RPR refresh, done. This is just things that I have. If you don't have a playlist, you can put new playlist and create it. And then I click next, next, next. Publish. I did answer. I saw. So I'm going to show you that I now have a video on YouTube that I can share. So now I have a link to a YouTube. I need to share that everywhere. So now that I've created this, I can actually come back to Facebook. I could upload the video to Facebook, but maybe I want to start connecting the dots. So here's a way to connect a dot in the World Wide Web. I'm going to come to Facebook, to my business page and say, how many of you like this interchange? I put it on Instagram. I know it would come this way, but here's another way for me to share it. Because I send it to YouTube and I start to connect the dots. I click next, post. Now, I'm going to go back and answer the resize thing. I clicked here, right? And I put it in. I'm not going to post it again. But when I click to create, post, select from computer, I selected it, open, and it was large, correct? Do you see this frame? I'm answering Fabian. I copied the link. Let me answer the frame. Original. And now it's sized right. I click next and I post it. So to answer your question, once I put it on YouTube, it gave me a link for it, correct? Let me copy this and share it with you guys. It gave me a link for it, correct? I can put that link anywhere. I put that link into Facebook, and that's how you start to connect the dots. Now, I have a video. I need everybody to see it. Okay? How else can I get it out there? Well, I'm going to log into Gmail. I'm going to switch and log into additional account. Okay. And I want to talk to you guys about links taking people to your social business accounts. But when you have information, people are curious. So you have now a link for a video of yours with your info. So you're going to come up top and click here on the settings with little gear here. And this is how you start to connect the dots. This is my email system. This is what I use. So I'm going to come into here, see all settings. Now you can find how to get to your different signatures. Just go on YouTube and put, I have Hotmail, I use AOS or iOS or whatever it is that you use. And come to your, let me make this smaller. For some reason it was huge. There you go. Signature, scroll down. And now I'm going to put here video update, Palm Beach Gardens. Don't mind the instructor's inability to type. Palm Beach Gardens, enter. I'm going to make a space over here. Enter. Now, please watch. Watching. I'm going to select the video update. And you see the little link here? Everyone see the link? Click on link. Paste in your YouTube channel link. Apply. Now you've made your signature alive with a link. I scroll down and I save it. And now every time I send a message, video update, click, and it takes them where? And no, I'm going to take a step back. How easy is it to create a video? Because someone just asked me, do I have to do this for every video? No. But when you're starting your YouTube channel or you're working on socials, etc., video generation, is it easy? This was easy. Is video generation easy? So once you create it, you need to showcase it everywhere. And this was just me showing how you could use it in more than one place. What signature? Oh, that's a whole other, the signature I had. Oh, you can post it on your Google page if you want. I'm just showing you the different options. Now you're thinking, click and do it. But you generated a video. I don't want you to think just TikTok, just Instagram. I went and I did it on YouTube. Let's talk about the marvels of YouTube. Okay. I brought you to YouTube quick from RPR. So I'm going to come back to RPR and I want to do one last thing in here. All right. I'm still here and I can create script. And how many of you would like to create a video with you in it or you talking? There's actually a video script here. So I can choose confident with buyers and sellers because it would be a video for everyone, video script, and generate it. And you can then use CapCut with an image that you like and record yourself and give the update yourself. I'm not going to do all of that here, but I wanted you to see that there was a script. What you could do too is generate a couple of images, right? And look, it says, welcome to your Palm Beach Garden market update, November 2025. Whether you're buying or selling or doing both, understanding the market dynamics is crucial for a smooth transaction. I'm Connie Nieto, you're local, and I'm not a realtor, so I would have to change that, right? Here to guide you through the current trends in 33418 area for single family residences. And then it'll tell you split the screen, show a family packing or moving in. You could do that, you could just use an image. Why don't you have access to market trend? Everybody does. RPR. You have to come in, select RPR, and I even showed you guys how to create your account. And then and I just said that maybe I would take the recordings and put them unlisted and share them just with those that attended. Okay. But yes, this is great tools. I think I am going to do that. It'll be my holiday gift for you guys coming to all four classes or the classes. Okay. Um, and then you do research, residential market trend, and it brings you here. Everybody has access to this if you're an agent and you have login. Now, I did tell you the reason why you have to give me time. Okay. Um, now, oh, it'll include everything that you can. I shouldn't have shown all the active listings. I have to go back in. But the idea here is, you know, I don't want you to do one thing for one area alone. That's not, it's a lot of work to do this. First, you guys think, oh yeah, it's click. You just click, click, click. But if you generate something, you want it to give it the max possibility, right? For people to say. So again, I'm going to do it here. Research, residential market trend. Now I've shown you several things. I'm going to show you this one again. And I'm going to do 33166. Okay, click. And then I'm going to choose single family in the area and apply it to the charts. Right. And what I've done here, I showed you how to share. And that's just sharing this image. And that's what I did to LinkedIn. But you could download the picture. So if you don't want to do any of the other stuff, you could just download the image. But if you create script, it allows you all the other possibilities. And I'm showcasing this because some of you told me you didn't have access. I want to make sure you guys see it. Now, here you can choose. So I'm going to do encouraging two buyers. And I'm going to select the social media card that was such a hit and create it. Make sure my info is correct. Now they're working on this, so slowly it will start to generate with all of your info once you put it. You see how I had to put my phone number again? But it does take from your RPR page your picture, but you can add one here and your logo. I want to select a background. And let's say I want this one. And it'll generate this for me and share with a caption. So we're just redoing now. And let's say I love this one, I'm going to copy it and I'm going to save and share. And that I can post. Okay? That I can post. Let me go ahead and download it and I can post it. But I can also come X here and I can have it do a social video. And we did the market buzz one. So I'm going to do now, how's the market? And generate. I really like these because how many of you feel you don't have time, especially this time of year? You can add these to a newsletter. You can generate a newsletter. These are yours. They're meant for you to use. And I'm now going to give you my Connie statistic. There are almost 60,000 members in Miami. 10 to 15% of that membership group comes to a class. From 3 to 5% use something that is taught in a class. You want to be different? Use it. So look, it created this video. It created different I could download the video. Is it downloading? I'm gonna get it on a QR code. I like the idea of the QR code too, because you could right click here and save the image. And it saved it for me. And you can actually do exactly what it says here. You can scan it. And it'll open it up on your phone. And now you can watch it or download it on your cell phone and share it from wherever. So I'm going to switch to my cell phone a second so I can show you guys this portion. You guys like that? Hold on a second. Let me go ahead and. Let me see if I can mirror my screen. Right, you see my screen now? So when I use the QR code, it brought me to this. So let me just show you the whole process. Here's my camera. Wait, let me go ahead and move this so I can see it. You see the QR code? I went ahead and I clicked on it and it brought me to the blog page. So iPhone users tap the download video button. So it'll tell you according to your device. So I can now watch it or download it from my cell phone. So I'm going to go ahead and download it because I want to show you something else. I'm going to download the video. So I have the video now on my computer, correct? And one of the things that I love is to share to WhatsApp. And I'm going to put it on my status. How many of you like this? I'm going to click next. And now I have a video on my status. Notice that I can click share too. And I can save the video. I would have to see your computer, Fabiana, to see what's going on. So if you downloaded the video and you create a YouTube channel, you could use it that way. Okay. We'd have to see how your info is set up. And I can't do that from over here. Okay. Now I showed you how many of you like the status info. So no views yet, but here's my status. Right. And then from here, let me see if I can download the video. Let me go ahead and save it. I've saved it on my phone. And from my phone, watch. I'm going to come in, Instagram. I'm going to switch accounts to mine for business. All right. And I'm going to add it with the plus sign. And I'm going to do it as a story. And here's my video. How many of you like that? Done. And on top, you can write something. I put letters on, and I'm going to put you like it? I added to you. 'Cause, 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 Okay. So we've gone full circle what how to use this completely. So let me go back. That was me switching off to um let me show you my desktop. Ileana, you mentioned me. Yay. Okay. Thanks. For further engagement, um, I said to join the social media series. For further engagement, I would tell them be sure to follow the page for continuous monthly updates, right? Um, and also for any additional details you're looking for. And I always tell you guys to put a call to action. Put your phone number. I had someone tell me the other day, no, but I don't like people calling me. And I'm like, this is the wrong business for that. The wrong business for that. So you have got to always put a call to action. In my case, it was take a class. In yours is contact me. Tell me what you need. Um, Yay, I'm really glad that you guys did it. And there you have a colleague is giving a great idea if you like get a Google phone, but you want them to interact with you. So you could tell them you can DM me, which is direct message. Um, you can contact me via text. Say it. Text me to the number or via WhatsApp, wherever it is that you would like. I just want you to use what you create everywhere, not in one place. So with that said, let's talk a little bit more about YouTube. We've got 10 minutes. Your channel. Once you create a channel, you're going to come in. Let me go ahead and go directly to the channel so you guys can see what it sort of looks like. So you have a channel, right?
Learn how to change your email address and
Right? Um, Customize and manage. So you want to customize the channel when you get started. Um, Click to customize. Okay. And the first thing you want to do is here's the size of pixel. Let me make it a little bigger. Okay. For the background one. What calendar week or month? I'm not sure. Remember, I gave you guys a calendar before, and I also gave you like a week. The video script that includes me speaking. I showed you how to generate a video script. I don't, we won't have time to create the video here. What I could do is maybe do a video script from RPR. And in our next class, since advertising is very short, I could show you guys on the phone to do a voiceover on a video you take. But I showed you guys how to do that portion, I think in the second class, how to post ahead. Because you can schedule on Instagram and you can schedule on Facebook. Give me a second, because we have another class. Is anybody coming to the last one at 11:30? All righty, so let me finish here. And if you don't have the details, I'll send them to you. Give me a second. Let me finish here and then we'll do the sharing. So this is you need to have a background. You can set those up in Canva if you like. Your photo. I always say to put your business photo since we share in the YouTube, it's the three of us, right? Your name. I like to tell you guys that whatever you named yourself in Instagram and in Facebook on your business page, that's what you should put here. Of course, I am a Miami trainer, and this is for that channel, but you will put here Connie Nieto, real estate instructor. Okay, if this was just my channel. Your handle. It sometimes lets you do this and sometimes it doesn't if you use pronouns or not. And then your description. So I'm going to take this and show you Copilot as an AI, and I'm going to ask Copilot to make this better. If you don't use Copilot, you can use whatever system you use. I'm going to log in from my work account. I'm super happy with that we posted to WhatsApp. Okay, and I'm gonna paste this into Copilot and I'm gonna ask it to make it better. So they just do a polished version. Look how it's telling it. I love it. So what am I gonna do? Copy, and I'm gonna come back into YouTube, one of them. Here it is, and paste it in. This is the call to action. First, people don't have time. Tell them what you need and how you need it first. And then it explains who we are, what languages we speak. The channel URL, they provide it, and then you could add a custom one. Sometimes they make you have 50 subscribers or more. How did I get to Copilot? I just opened it. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I could get it. And this is Copilot. Okay. And then you have adding links. You can add links here to your socials. Another way to come full circle, make sure that everything is connecting the dot. So you could add the link here, put the title of the link and the URL. So if I was doing, I don't know, this is as an on X. Oh, maybe I should remove this because this is not the teams. Trash. Let me trash it. Let me just show you. Add the link and I want to put it and I'm going to open up Twitter. And by the way, that same YouTube link to the video that we did, you could add it to Twitter. Let me go ahead and sign in. There we go. And show you guys your link would be to your profile. Capture that, copy, come back in to YouTube, and you would do this, paste. Okay, so you would do that for all of your channels. You put the email address. I always encourage you guys to put a video mark the entire video. The entire video. Why? It's your video. So if someone else can use it, they can use it. But so it's watermarked with you, right? And now you click to publish. Growing your channel. Once you have your channel, you're going to come click, go to your channel. Whatever the link is when you start, you
Learn
copy
how to
it from
change your
here,
email address and phone number.
copy it from up here. You put it on your email signature like I showed you guys. You share it to social. You put it in your presentations. You put it on your business card, anything you want. Why is YouTube such a hidden so important? Because of this new generation. I don't know if I had time before to talk to you about the home buyer and seller generational trend report. Did I talk to you guys about this in the first class? Okay, so I'm going to share it with you because we have 3 minutes. Uh, I look for this every beginning of the year, and Christy and I love it because you need to understand who the home buyer is to be able to help them. And this is a report done for you. You're a member. And one of the things that it highlights here, and you can read through it, I just sent the link, is the age of the home buyer. And that's why that YouTube is so important because look here. This group's Gen Z and the younger millennial, they're the original YouTube kids. This is the percent share of buying. And you know it's only going to grow. That's why you want the YouTube. And I love the stats and information it gives you here. The characteristics of a buyer, the age of buyers. Okay. household income of buyers. So I want you to see this, okay? Now, time's up. We did a whole bunch. I got to show you guys so much of RPR. Sincerely hope that you use all of these. I'll be back at 11:30 and we're gonna do a couple of things. One of you had requested the posting I had. We'll review it again. We'll review it as for Facebook and we'll go ahead and we'll see if we can do one for Instagram. And then if you're registered, let me stop my share here. And if for some reason you haven't gotten the link and you want to join us, let me give it to you. I'd love to have you join in. Thank you so much for everything you do. Thank you for being Miami members. And this was part 3 of the social media series. Thank you guys. It was fun. See you in a bit.